Sports gaming as we know it is about to change forever. Three of the biggest franchises, NBA 2K26, Madden NFL 26, and EA Sports College Football 26, are introducing massive changes that will redefine everything from how you build your player to how you buy the game. Today we will break down the 6 innovations that could permanently reshape sports gaming. Let's talk about the evolution of NBA 2K26. For the first time ever, 2K26 could launch as a subscription game. No standalone $70 purchase. This means a low barrier to entry, but also potentially constant monetization. Now, of course, when we talk about the evolution of 2K Sports, we remember when microtransactions first entered this game with VC. Now we are looking at a game that drops not only a season pass, it also drops a Hall of Fame pass and even more transactions throughout the year. So just imagine 2K deciding that, you know what? Instead of making a free game or even a game that you purchase and we just update over time in a 4-year span, they could possibly drop a subscription-based game where you subscribe for a certain amount of time, and within that subscription, you get a certain amount of items and there will be certain tiers to it. It's a lot that could possibly happen here. I'm not for it, but with the way that 2K has been going in the direction that they've been building this actual game, this is what I see for the future. The next big thing on my list for NBA 2K26 is cross-platform progression. Imagine my career finally following you between PC, Xbox, and PlayStation seamlessly. Leaks do suggest that this is finally happening, but as someone who has been playing my player and even now the new name My Career since its inception, it's about time. Now, of course, this will change sports gaming forever because this will finally allow all platforms to finally cross-platform. And I would love to even take my player to the Nintendo Switch. I love gaming on the go. Now, of course, I do own a laptop that I will probably be able to play my PC version on. But if I'm on a flight, I would love to plug up that Nintendo Switch and just rock out. Now, the biggest conversation that we always have about NBA 2K26 is the playtime, is the boredom to the game. What if 2K has finally decided to drop AI-powered commentary? Now, instead of pre-recorded lines, what if AI-generated commentary that will actually react to exactly how you play in real time? So, for instance, what if you were coming up on that 50-point game? They do have pre-recorded lines for that. But what if they could say within this pre-recorded line that you hit a certain amount of threes, you have a certain amount of layups, you have a certain amount of fouls going and leading up to this big, stature, this moment that's about to happen. And when you go into, let's say, for instance, a 81-point game or a 100-point game, it's not always the same stitched lines that they put together, but something different, some way to give you a different story. And also, just to add to that, with these pre-recorded lines, what if in the online setting, as far as rec, pro-am, I wouldn't say proving grounds, but in those facets, if you didn't want to talk to your teammates and you just wanted to experience the rec by itself in a whole, what if AI could generate commentary for you while you're playing online, giving you some of the best moments, the best highlights, and just keeping you on the edge of your seat while you play the game in an online experience? That would be amazing. Let's talk about Madden 26 redefining the field. If you have noticed, numbers for Madden 26 have been up over the last few years. They did take a small dip a few years ago, but a lot of people have been playing Madden over 2K. And I can let you guys know now that it's not because of people like football over basketball. It's innovation. Now, what if there was a physics-based engine overhaul? No more canned animations. A physics engine will control every tackle, hit, and fall, finally delivering true realism. So we've been gamers for years, decades even now. So we know what canned animations are. So what if we see the new implemented move from Saquon Barkley inside of Madden 26 and it's not just canned? If he decides or that player decides that they want to go for that move, it's not always going to work. What if you do that and get hit in midair? What if you trip and you stumble and you can't get it up? That would be so dope. Not to the point where you have to press a button in a certain amount of time to get the move off, but necessarily having real field things happening. Like, nobody would attempt that in the snow. Nobody would attempt that in the rain, because there's a high probability of you fumbling if you get in contact or hit while trying to do that. That's what I would like to see. Now, of course, with the way that licensing and everything like that is, this is a tough one. But what if NFL 2K competition returned? With 2K Sports re-entering the football space, it would put Madden under massive pressure to innovate and keep innovating. Now, that's always been a huge question, a huge problem within sports gaming, because the games drop every single year. But I believe Madden has been doing its job and its due diligence. But what if in the next few years, 2K Sports decides, you know what? We're entering the football space again. We see it's profitable and it's time to go to war. It's time to butt heads. I would love to see that. Now, this last one is another big one, because Madden has tried this from time to time over the last few years of seeing how crossplay works. But what if we had cross-platform franchise modes? What if you could play your league on any device? What if Madden brought crossplay and cross saves to franchise mode? Now, of course, me personally, I'm one of those guys where I love the superstar modes and stuff like that, being able to play with one player on the field. But I know there are guys out there that have fantasy leagues, fantasy competition, money on the line, all these different things and aspects to their Madden experience. So I want to know what you guys think inside the comment section about bringing that. Last but not least, baby, EA Sports College Football 26. What if they broke new ground here with this game? What if EA Sports College Football 26 fully licensed players via NIL? This would be the first college sports game to pay real athletes for their likenesses. Every star player fully authentic. Now, of course, we've seen in a few trailers and a few deep dives of them actually putting the coaches in game. But what if they could do this for every single athlete? Oh my goodness, it would be amazing. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, the high school career path. Now, we've seen a few little details about being able to start in high school and actually build up your player to make it to the big leagues in college, right? But imagine being able to start in high school, not as a recruit, but just as someone that is low on a totem pole, that's building themselves up to get scouted and build their college legacy. Now, of course, we probably can't have real high schools inside of EA Sports College Football 26. But if they are able to, reach out to the NIL and have a few high schools sponsor a few of those to bring in actual high schools that actually have top recruits coming from these high schools, that would be something insane. What I'm trying to say to you guys is, with the NIL being so big and so prominent nowadays, this opens up a door to do so much with EA Sports College Football 26 because of these deals, because of these brands, because when you look at it, these are real lives being changed forever. And these brands, these companies, these organizations have the power to do that and be implemented in one of the best games out right now through NIL. These changes are just the beginning. This is the dawn of a new era in sports gaming, more connected, more realistic, and potentially more controversial. Which of these innovations are you most excited or worried about? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates.